My name's John Gibson. I live in Orangeville, Ontario, a little town in Canada. I make stuff out of skateboards, and I consider myself somewhat of an artist and a sculptor and a carpenter. So yeah, and a skater, that's for sure. So I'm just going to carve this out for a couple minutes here, Paul. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make a dude. I've never done one before, so I don't know how well this is gonna turn out, but I usually just start like this, you know? Kind of just keep sanding away and try to manipulate it and think about like what it would look like in your head, you know? Cool.
How long have you been doing this so far?
Like only it'll be a year in August, so I mean only a couple months away. Yeah, we're just a couple months away.
Where do you get your boards?
I get them all over. I got like a bunch of homies that save them for me. In terms of like larger amounts, I go to like skate parks. I got a couple of friends that run and operate them. They save them for me. Skate shops, they don't generally get them as much, but you know, they might hold on to like 3 or 4, and you know, you go in and collect them. And, yeah, I get a lot of high school kids that just come over, and you know, I'll give them a pin or make them something, you know, and they'll hook me up with them. And I also have a mini ramp here in my garage. So. So I made a piece of art for my wall for my living room, and I got a lot of good feedback from friends and family and people just in general that come over and seen it. And I think for one day my old lady was just joking around. She was like, oh, you know, maybe we should put it on, you know, like one of these websites and try to sell it. And I was just like, you know, if you want to try, that's fine, you know, but like, you know, do whatever you want to do. And I think she did it, and she put it on there for like $350, and it sold in a week, you know, and it's like, wow. You know, I could probably do something with this. So I think that's what kind of started it all, you know, in terms of like cutting up the boards and being part of this whole scene. You know, I love it. It's my hobby, and whether I make money at it or not, I think I'll always do it. So. You know, graffiti. I have a close friend of mine that, you know, loves graffiti. That's what he does, you know. And he did my logo up for me, you know. And yeah, I thank him for that. favorite things to make, watches. Love making a watch. Like, there's something about making a timepiece like that is just so gratifying, you know, and especially in terms of like making it, like the making it in the process is fun.
You have one on.
Yeah, I got one on. Like the process of making one is fun, and like the process of like showing the world it is even funner, because like people freak, you know, no one's done it yet, and you know, I think to me, you know, that's such a good feeling in terms of like, you figure how many people are on this earth, like 6 billion people, and no one's managed to put, you know, skateboard wood behind glass, like freeze it in time, so to speak, no pun intended. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of stuff like that I think about, and it makes, you know, just makes me think like there's lots of shit still that hasn't been done, you know. So as far as like favorite pieces, yeah, it'd be a watch, like, you know, and until the watch gets old, which, you know, only time will tell, no pun intended. No, but yeah, I don't know. Until the next big thing comes around, it's the watch right now, so I like that.
Currently on the go?
Right now I got some iPhone cases. And this stuff holds weight in terms of like visually, you know, like that's why I think it gets so much hype, is because it's so visually stunning. It's like you can't help but look at it and want to know what it is, you know what I mean? And it looks crazy.
I'm Justin Gibson, and I'm Johnny's cousin.
What do you think about his new endeavor of skateboards?
I actually think it's pretty cool. I like the way that he utilizes the recycled boards and everything else and turns it into pieces of art and really cool works and earrings and stuff like that. I think it's really neat.
Pieces yourself?
I do. I own a watch, a ring. I have a heart pendant that he made for me. I've had a couple keychains, and I have a cell phone case actually from him.
Right on.
I think he'll be able to make it and do a really good job at it too. He's got a lot of skill, especially when it comes to wood, and he's been working with wood his entire life, so when it comes down to it, he can pretty much shape and mold it the way he wants. So I think it'll be good for him. I think he'll do really well, and I only wish him nothing but more success.
If you could feel what killed me.
if you didn't know it was skateboards and I was like, oh yeah, look at this one, look at this one, you'd be like, shit, did you paint that on there? And I was like, no, it's stained. You'd be like, would you stain each layer and then stack them? Like, how long does that take? You know, but it's not the case, right? So, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with just like, you know, like, it's kind of like cheating in terms of like, you know, like making something. Like you make it and it's like, of course it's gonna look good. It's a great looking medium, you know, I feel like. So, yeah.
So if you could turn this into a career, you would?
Absolutely, for sure. You know, I mean, not that I don't like working for my dad. I don't like working for my dad. Nobody likes working for their dad. It's harder, man. They're hard on you. Yeah, they are. But,
right.
Yeah. You know, like this little guy, I got this guy in my head. There's no paper sketch of him. I'm just like trying to, you know, get it out of here into here, you know. And skateboarding's like that. It's like a canvas, you know, it's a rolling canvas.